According to a report, a committee of Sri Lanka's international private creditors sent its first debt restructure proposal to the country's authorities regarding over $12 billion in bonds outstanding. This was according to 3 sources with direct knowledge of the matter, as quoted by Reuters.
It is the first bondholder proposal after the island nation of 22 million people defaulted on its debt a year ago. Reuters said details of the proposal were not immediately available. The group of about 30 creditors includes global investment companies Amundi Asset Management, BlackRock, HBK Capital Management and T. Rowe Price Associates. The report went on to note bondholders and government officials met in Washington this week with legal and financial advisors for both sides present. Sri Lanka's commercial debt amounts to $19 billion, out of which Sri Lanka owes $14 billion to bondholders. Experts are of the opinion that creditor committees will present proposals that are in their favour and strengthen their position during negotiations. Sri Lanka continues to feel the impact of years of mismanagement and poor planning by governments past and present. This was highlighted by the IMF in March this year.
Sri Lanka, as you know, has been facing a severe crisis as a result of past policy missteps and economic shocks. We've been deeply concerned about the impact of the crisis on the Sri Lankan people, particularly the poor and the vulnerable groups, and about the economic costs of the delay in the country's access to external financing. The reform program supported under the EFF arrangement is built on strong policy measures and prioritizes 5 key pillars. First, an ambitious revenue-based fiscal consolidation, which is accompanied by stronger social safety nets, fiscal institutional reforms, and cost recovery-based energy pricing to ensure the state's ability to support all its essential expenditures. Second, restoration of public debt sustainability, including through a debt restructuring to ensure stable financing of the government's operations. Third, a multi-pronged strategy to restore price stability and rebuild reserves under greater exchange rate flexibility in order to alleviate the burden of inflation, particularly on the poor, and to foster an environment of investment and growth, and to ensure Sri Lanka's ability to purchase essential goods from abroad. Fourth, policies to safeguard financial sector stability to ensure that the financial sector can play its key role in supporting economic growth. And fifth, structural reforms to address corruption vulnerabilities and enhance growth. We emphasize the importance of anti-corruption and governance reforms as a central pillar of the EFF-supported program. They're indispensable to ensure the hard-won gains from the reforms benefit the Sri Lankan people. Have committed to fundamentally improve public financial management and strengthen the anti-corruption legal framework in line with the United Nations Convention Against Corruption. Sri Lanka will be the first country in Asia to undergo a governance diagnostic exercise by the IMF. We very much look forward to further engagement and collaboration with stakeholders and civil society organizations in this critical reform area.